episode of The Young Ones and of Blackadder Goes Forth, plus much more, and it costs $12.99. Checks should be made payable to Comic Relief. In a couple of minutes, we've a brand new comedy series, Paramount City. This is BBC1. Now for a special news report, we join Michael Burke in the newsroom.
Rioters have been fighting running battles with police in central London tonight. The police now say 341 people have been arrested after a demonstration ended in violence.
More than 100 were injured in pitched battles in Trafalgar Square and the West End. It had started as a peaceful mass protest against the poll tax. But then it turned ugly. Police accused a minority of around 3,000 troublemakers of mounting a ferocious and sustained attack on them. Cars were overturned and burnt. Shops were looted. Buildings set ablaze. As night drew on, the trouble spread, with police reporting sporadic violence throughout the centre of the city.
Well, our reporter Mike Donkin is in Horse Guards Parade now. Mike, what's happening?
Things do at last seem to have quietened down now, Mike. Trafalgar Square has been cleared of demonstrators. They actually dispersed of their own accord the last 300 or 400 about 40 minutes ago. The police, though, haven't gone home. They're still around in some force. They're out particularly in the side streets around the West End, where some looting has been reported. There are skirmishes where perhaps 10 or a dozen protesters get together in a street, and then the police go in with their riot shields and move them on. What's happening most of all now, though, is that the big clear-up has started. The banks, the cafes, the buildings which were damaged, the broken glass is being cleared up. They're shoring up the windows that have been broken, and they're clearing up the burnt debris from one of the buildings in Trafalgar Square which was set on fire. There's a lot of work obviously still to do through the night on that count, but the police certainly aren't going home yet.
Mike Donkin in Horse Guards, thanks very much. And that's it from the newsroom. Good night.
Now on One, we've the first of a new series, recorded earlier this evening at the Paramount City Theatre in London's West End. The Brits and the Yanks stand up to be counted as the best comedians for Paramount City.